Why would he ask
Over
me to meet
here.
and then not be here?
Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place. This way.
Where is this very cool sounding area?
There's a secret passage just here.
It's well disguised.
The Undercroft.
Where have I heard that from? I know it from somewhere.
How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt. He named it the Undercroft. We used to all the time. With my sister, Anne. She loved that infernal game. What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us.
Yeah.
He never confides in anyone. But he's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize it. We used to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught.
Until now. You're on a hidden talk show. Chest. What?
I know Ominous. Met him in our common room. I've noticed he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Of course. Ominous spoke to me about his family when we first met. To say that he has no love lost for them is an understatement.
Glad you understand. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Really? Like what?
Like the blasting curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
A proper magical education ought to include all magic.
My thoughts exactly. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery forms of magic, but you should learn it. I can teach it to you safely here. It may take a while
Why
to
is
get
he
the
more
feel
impressive
for it.
than most of the
Mimic
teachers?
by wand movement.
Besides Professor Garlic.
The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
Confringo.
You're getting it. Ready to actually try it out?
That would be very good for those fire ones.
Stick to the targets, though. Best to keep the Undercroft intact. Have a go at those candelabras. Both have
Confringo.
bases. Nice work. How's it feel?
It's a tad hot.
That's it.
I think I've got it.
Well done.
Confringo. There we go. Got it.
I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. So this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
This is exactly the type of magic I've been hoping to learn.
There's more where that came from. Been practicing similar spells here for ages. Although, I didn't tell Anne and Ominous about every one. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister.
I bet he
Is
did
anything I
something
can
to
do?
her by mistake.
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
Just let me know when and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. Might it have something to do with Victor Rookwood? He didn't mistake you for someone else at all in Hogsmeade, did he?
Nothing gets past you. I'll tell you what I can. Rookwood and Ranrock are trying to recover something they think I took from a vault in Gringotts.
Gringotts? When were you there?
Professor Fig and I wound up there after the dragon attack. There was this port key that...
A port key? To Gringotts?
Well, it's all a bit convoluted.
I'm listening.
I feel like if he can trust us with his sister and the Undercroft, then he deserves to know the truth. And he hasn't been very deceptive at all.
You must promise to keep this between us.
I trusted you with knowledge of the secret Undercroft. You can trust me.
All right. I can see traces of ancient magic.
Ancient magic? I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that. What does that even mean?
Honestly, I'm not entirely certain. All I know is that I can see whispers of an old magic that hardly anyone else can. Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out.
And this ability of yours, does it allow you to wield this magic too?
I don't know.
Well, when you do know, tell me. I've been studying archaic forms of magic for ages. Perhaps we can help each other. In the meantime, with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, I suspect a bit more time practicing the blasting curse is in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between us. When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
Right. I was hoping to unlock an unforgiving curse or something before I left, but it's alright. Hello? Oh, that's a bit close, like, Mr. Mirkwood. Why turn round? Just go. Who's this?
Hello, Sebastian.
Oh,
Wait. You there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello, Ominous. I was just heading to our common room.
I've recognized that voice. You're the new fifth year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
That room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and then suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian told you, didn't he? You breathe a word about this place to anyone, and not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster. I am not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
I'll kill you. I will kill you.
You needn't threaten me. I'm not going to say anything about your Undercroft. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help. Sebastian is going to get an earful about this.
A father could have. I will kill you.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Here we go. And I meant garlic, not the key. 6 in a row. Oh my god, literally marry me. Wife?
What is the reason for these additional assignments, Professor?
They're meant to help you hone your magical skills outside of the classroom, thus preparing you to learn a new charm, Wingardium Leviosa. Before we plant the seed, we must till the soil. When you're finished with them, come and see me and we'll work on the charm together. I look forward to it.
As do I, Professor. As do I.
Professor, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never cared, really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a wigan tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvellous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor?
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
A fair bit of bad luck there, I'd say.
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and, well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
I'm glad everything worked out as it did and that you're the herbology professor now.
Very kind of you to say. I do love these gardens and helping my students grow. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your wigan trees.
Of course. Of course. Anything you say.
Confringo!
Well, how am I meant to get that one?
Accio!
Never mind.
I was hoping to see you.
Yeah.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. I received a flurry of messages from Professor Black's house elf, Scrope.
Scrope sent you messages?
Yes, I thought it was odd too. He asked me to meet him and then told me to take the toast.
Why would you want to take toast?
To a cave under the lake. That's where I found Richard Jackdaw's ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book.
I'll be honest, I forgot about this.
The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way. And a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves.
Travel is always much more enjoyable with a friend.
To think it was beneath us all this time.
Why was that kind of sinister? Fig?
This looks promising. Map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent.
Why does he look evil?
If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the Map Chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
You and your friend Charles spoke of the port key, and of trials you'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until, perhaps, now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst
These are
Professor Fig may
ridiculously
assist you in
hard, then.
locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look?
The owlery,
I
right?
know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
You said that you know that tower. What can you tell me about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. I've passed it dozens of times. It's north of Hogsmeade. My recollection is that it seems abandoned.
Oh, I thought it was the owlery.
Clearly, however, the tower conceals more than meets the eye.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful, and do not tell anyone where you're going.
Sick map mind, sick. The owlery is next to a bridge. I swear that's it, you know. Honestly. Oh well. That's definitely not the same tower that I thought it was. You can go away.
Accio!
We're helping the centaurs, right? Whoopsie daisies. Can I capture you? Right.
Well, well. Look what we have here.
Is that you, Roland?
If it isn't Nora Treadwell.
Accio!
Oh! Oh, Jesus. Sick.
Petrificus totalis.
God damn it. What are you? Yo! This is a very large den. Is Aragog alive at this point? This has got to be Aragog's den or something similar, right?
Levioso!
What the hell? Huge frogs.
Over here.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
I'm gonna
Well,
wipe
this
them out
isn't
with
ideal.
these.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here.
Already on
No
it.
sense in announcing our arrival.
What I wouldn't give for a cup of mushroom tea.
Quickly now.
I've done this so many times.
Petrificus totalis. Petrificus totalis.
Who's there?
Petrificus totalis.
Yep.
Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names? And why here?
Who are
I
you?
will draw blood. You explain the stench. Pity. Your little magic tricks, what?
Levioso! Protego!
Put me down. I will make you pay.
Expelliarmus!
Many goblins have always been antagonistic towards wizard kind, but this is different somehow.
Can't imagine the goblins know about the trial.
Glad that's over. Looks like we
It's a
found the
test of
entrance.
parkour.
It's locked.
Interesting. Can I be taught that, please? Oh, it's Cinderella.
An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
Revelio!
Be very handy to use, considering how many locked doors we found. Sorry, brush.
Confringo!
Really? I feel like this is going to be less of a physical test and more of a mental
I
test.
imagine these brooms have been enchanted for centuries. Never seen an enchantment last this long.
Welcome to San Bakar's Tower.
I'm just going to loot first, if you don't mind. Can't do that, never mind.
Hello, Professor. Did you say Sam Bakar's tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter, though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Commanded to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe.
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That
I
said,
feel like I'm
be
going to need
careful.
to
I will, sir.
recall
I'll see you back in the map
correctly
chamber.
exactly what I see down there. So,
A
let's
reservoir
pay
of
close
ancient
attention.
magic. Down near the
Indubitably, yes.
entry.
Hang on. Now we're prepared. Was that a sheep that I just heard?
I've seen this before. In Gringotts and the restricted section.
Stupid statue. Oh, the thunderstorm? I need to use that.
Impressive. That must have done something. Best have a look around.
What if it, you know, makes us fail the test if we steal the gold? Weird. Oh, that's made us feel sick. Never mind. I thought there'd be some hidden treasure back there. They're going to come to life. He's pointing that directly at me.
More traces of ancient magic. Something must be different.
Good thing I saw that there. Please don't come to life, there's too many of you. You're going to.
These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time.
You moron. Right, hang on a second. Turkey.
Expelliarmus!
Did that complete the... I can't menu here, right.
These look familiar.
Let's have a look down here first. Nothing, okay.
Accio!
How do we get over there? I should have probably bothered, but I'm not going to. Scratch that. I will bother.
Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Ow.
Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Impossible.
You're making this easy on me.
Sorry, I'm just searching for loot at this point.
Accio.
Thanks for that. Oh, you fool!
What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway? Something must be different.
That. And now I can't get over there. Never mind.
Accio.
Oh my god, now is not the time! Do you need to?
Expelliarmus. Depulso.
How do you expect me to launch a 12-foot enemy?
Incendio. Expelliarmus.
Oh god, wait.
Expelliarmus.
Oh,
Incendio. Depulso.
oh Christ.
Expelliarmus. Depulso. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio.
I couldn't launch any objects there, considering they were none to launch in the first place.
Accio.
Let me up.
Accio.
I swear this is where I started. Did I see something there? Yes. Oh, great. So there's going to be a boss fight here. Thank you for that, by the way. So we've had 8 Wiggenweld potions now.
Look at this.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
Oh, that was a waste. I tried to do the magic on you.
Stupefy. Expelliarmus.
Get out of here now. Here it is. Boss. Oh, it's a big bloke!
Confringo.
Avada Kedavra!
Expelliarmus.
He's got no weapon to remove Alex, you fool.
Incendio.
That was stupid. Don't know what that is.
Protego.
Right, can't do that. You've got a cave on. That's sick. I want that.
Expelliarmus.
Repulsor.
Expelliarmus.
How do I block that?
Expelliarmus.
Tell you what, let's get these plants out. Grow my pretties! Can I just not block that? Right.
Protego.
Right, there you go. Oh, God, yeah. Technically not gone.
Expelliarmus.
Get down, son! If you hurt my plants, I swear to God. They're Professor Garlic's plants. Right, stop doing that. Gods! That's multiple. Plural.
Expelliarmus.
Bitch back! Oh!
Confringo.
Good Fringo! What is that? Dodged! Eat that! Easy! Give us your cape!
What a relief.
I want that liquid cape. Where am I going? I'm not fighting you.
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take. Every year, a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
Another memory. Now to find a way out of here.
Flue flame.
More crystallized stone. That must be...
I mean, she's definitely a villain, right? It's not just me that senses that.
What have we here?
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir. And this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor Rookwood. We saw you in the Pensive in Gringotts with Professor Rackham.
Indeed. So, you found the portkey to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that Pensive.
I did. I found something that I can't identify floating above the last Pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You'll need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of San Bakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then...
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
that there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the Pensive.
Before the witch from the last Pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next Pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ranrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Sirona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. They seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
My studies. Yes, sir.
Before you go...
Professor?
Have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path?
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them.
I have no idea what he's on about, to be honest. Is it autumn? Is this a new chapter? Take your hood down in the bedroom. Right. Seen that already. Done that. Save the best for last, you know how it is. I'd like to teach you a few things as well. Wait, does it tell us how to defend against that orb? Wrong one. As this summon ancient magic into a powerful orb attack, the orb can be exploded to neutralize and repurpose that magic for your own benefit. I don't know how to do that. Unless it was I had to use the same colour spell, which I didn't. I suppose that was my negligence, wasn't it? I know you can summon it. Where is it? Rats.